Let's see who's going to join us. Let us see. Let us see. I'm sure we'll get somebody here. Yup, I see them joining. Let's see who will be the first to say, hey, who will be the first? If you're on here, give me some love. Come on now. Let's see here. Oh, yes, I see. Oh, Glenda. Glenda, you were the first. Go, Glenda. Hey, everybody. We're back. Lives. Instead of ending your week now with you, I'm going to start your week with you, right? I know. We got to get this done before the Super Bowl, right? I know. Y'all ready to be like, go 49ers. Go Kansas City. I don't even know. All I know is my team needs to step up and get their butts in a Super Bowl again. That's what I know. So come on, Dallas. So, okay, let me get this set up here. Hold on. I'm going to share this in a couple of places, okay? You guys, look, this is why I'm doing this on my Onward with Molly page. This is an easy share. So if you need to share it in your groups or on your page or somebody who might need this, that you're like, they need Jesus, let them listen to Molly, then you know that may be what it is. So yes, I just wanted to share this in the Onward No Matter What group, and then on my team group, and then the rest of you, y'all take care of the other groups, okay? You take care of it. So let me see. So who do we have? I'm trying to follow this on my phone here. So y'all bear with me. Let's get some highs out of here. Hello, Heidi Moss. I see you. And Diane's here. Hi, Diane. Charlene Didman. Hello, with exclamation points. Stephanie, I see you. Renata. Linda Church, my girl on my team, Linda Church. Yes. Tracy. Lori Wash. Oh, my girl, Stephanie Cudney on here. Hey, girl. How are you, beautiful? Let's see here. Melody and Janetta. Hello, Patty. So yeah. So look, you guys know how it be. Like, you know, when you have these side hustles going on to make ends meet, everybody kept saying, I bet at least 4 times a week are you ever coming back to do Friday nights? Come on, what are you going to do? And I had to say, I just don't think it's happening because it's such a big night for me Ubering that, honest to God, guys, I couldn't give it up. So hold on, I'm trying to study my phone here so I can watch your comments. Let's see here, hold on. Hi, Deborah. Kim Scott. Hello, Kim Scott. Yes, guys, I have missed you too. I mean, I've been doing some lives here and there and Onward No Matter What, which is good. Completely, quote unquote, Avon related, which is great. But this is kind of going to be geared towards any business, you know, mainly probably direct sales because that's what I know. But also life, you know, because boy, what we have been seeing in my main company in Avon with all the changes we've had going on, Jesus, take the wheel, people. And I purposely didn't put a subject out because sometimes when people see what I'm going to talk about, I'm not getting on that. I'm not getting on there listening to her browbeat me about the fact that I need to change my thinking and that I need to do things different and that I need to grow up and pull my big girl panties up, or I need to do this or I need to do that. I know. That's why I didn't tell you what I was talking about. It was like, surprise, I'm going to tell you to do that anyways, right? That's how we roll. So, hi, Roger. I see Roger. He says, I'm winding down from a stressful week. Dude, I hear, hi, Barbara. How are you? So I said, you know what? Normally I'm trying to lift them up from a bad week. Let me start them out with a good note, kicking your butt, whatever it needs to be. Let's get this done at the beginning of the week, and let's talk about what we can do and how we can do things differently and how we can get through these trials in life and business. And So that's what I wanted to do. You all know that Scola has gotten back to it with Success with Scola. Teresa with Tuesday with Teresa, she's gotten back to it. JP's never given up. He's your man as far as product discovery and what's going on. Lisa Wilbur's back with her Monday Morning Madness, whatever she does. You know Lisa Wilbur. Captain Platinum, she back. She's still doing a few things she's doing as far as live streams and stuff, but she's gotten back to you. You want to join her Monday because tomorrow morning, or I think afternoon, I think it's 1 o'clock tomorrow she's doing it. She does it 1 week, 1 o'clock, and then the next week she does 10 o'clock. So there's a lot of things out there. I know a lot of you were fretting in my company, my main hustle, Avon. I know you were fretting because we're saying goodbye to the coaches and the senior coaches, and to so many of us, they have been something really huge and helpful in our life and in our careers. And so you all were panicking like, what are we going to do when we need to go to somebody? Well, guys, we got a whole tribe out here. We got a whole tribe out here of people who see things different way. Monday Morning Madness with did you take the morning out? Then maybe she took Lisa Wilbur. Did she take no, she got the morning in there. She has not changed that. So the deal is there is support out there. You just got to find the group or groups or the leaders or the person you look up to or the person, your accountability partner, and you got to find somebody who, like, this is my group, this is my person. That could be Onward no matter what. Somebody asked me the other day with the regional groups closing, they said, oh, Molly, do you want me to put your Onward no matter what? And I said, no. I go into those groups and see all the whiners and the complainers, what those coaches have had to deal with the people who are on the negative side of life. It don't matter. You could give them $1,000 and they're going to say, why isn't it $1,500? I don't need those people in my group because as quick as I okay them to come in, my tail going to be sending them out of the group. I am. I ain't got no patience for that stuff. And that's what I see. So, and my girls have a little bit more patience than I do probably, or maybe I got more patience because they say when they poof somebody, they just poop them and they don't tell nobody they're pooping them. You just sent to an island somewhere and you just gone. So that's how my besties do it. And of course, many of you are still following Carla Lytle, and you should, especially online businesses, how to deal with things, Instagram. She is my go-to person for sure. So if you're not following any of these people, what's wrong with you people? You were waiting for that, right? You were waiting for it. So here we are. So I am somebody that if this is your first time watching it, I love to share. My family hates that about me. Okay? Can I get real here for a minute? My family hates that I share everything about me in my life because God knows they could disown me, but it doesn't make me any less their family, right? And I do share a lot. I am a big sharer. I love social media. The problem is most people with social media, they only share the good. Oh my God, my life is so happy. And my husband is the most wonderful person in the world. And my kids are perfect. And they don't never get on my nerves. And my mom and dad, and my relationship, every relationship I have is perfect. That social media persona, I'm not your girl for that, right? Like if business isn't doing good, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I got to change something. And if Lee's getting on my nerves, y'all normally the first ones in the world to know he's getting on my nerves. But yet when I love him madly, most of the time, that too. I think you need to know life is not always easy. I could be the person to tell you it is always great and everything is wonderful, but my life has not been that way. And my business has not been that way. The struggle has been real, people, especially the last 18 months to 2 years of my life. I could probably take it back further, but we won't go back to all those problems, okay? So yeah, there's a lot of negative going on. I'm sitting here reading it. Oh, I love you being real. Yeah, I know. You know what happens though, Lori? I'll have people go, oh my God, I love the Molly real. She just tells everybody how it is, until I prick that one thing in your life that you're like, how dare you? How dare you talk about that? How dare you bring that up? Why are you talking about me when most of the time I have no clue that I'm talking about you? But if I am, just own it. If that's you, if that's what you do, if you're okay with what you do, then just keep doing it. If you're not okay with what you're doing, and I'm calling it out, then change it. Jesus, take the wheel. Why you want to stay miserable your whole life, right? Who needs that? Let's see here. So I see Doreen has joined us. Hello, 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 baby. Ashley and Rosie and my girl Candace. Hold on. Okay, we got a new group. Candace, don't kill me for doing this, okay? Because I know you. If they people being ignorant, you gonna toss them. There is Candace. You need to put the link up in the comments of your group. Candace has got a group called Beauty Influencers, and oh Jesus, take the wheel. We have needed this for so long. Number one, nobody does the makeup thing, the beauty thing like Candace. And look, and I remember Candace when she first started, and we were like, come on, Candace, your makeup always looks great. You got to get out there, you got to do it live. You got to get out there and you got to talk about it, right? And she would be so nervous, and we would be like, rah, 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 cheerleading her, right? And you could see the nervous on her face. But let me tell you what happened. She did it scared. And because she did it scared, now, girlfriend got it going on. Everything she put on, when I need a picture of lipsticks, if I want to have a look that I want to introduce my younger generation to, my customers, oh my God, this girl and her group, and what I really love is she has brought our tribe together, and people, whether they are older, whether they are younger, whether they're somewhere in between, they're all sharing. And this is a place where you go in and you take the makeup that has been used by Sarah Robinson and so many of the other young ladies and older ladies who are in there, and they are just doing them to the best of their ability. And I need anybody to know who's watching this, and maybe you're not a part of our company, maybe you're not a part of Avon, which is my main hustle. I got to tell you something. This is a tribe. We are trying to make sure that our tribe is first about having you grow as better women and a few good men, who are the men who are, most of them, there are a few, most of them, are absolutely trying to better themselves every day. It's not about they're the best and they know everything, because let me tell you, you never know everything about any business. If you are in a position where you are not ready to learn something every single day, including myself, then you are missing out. You are missing out on the growth that you could be experiencing 110%. And look, all I try to be is 1% better every single day from the day before. And to be real honest, on some days, that's not quite too hard to do, because when I have a really bad day, 1% better is like, oh my gosh, well, Molly, you should have shot for 10 cents because you were a total B yesterday. Okay. So, sometimes I just make it easy for me to do. Okay. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, they're sharing our new foundations and of course our new eye palettes that are coming out, and everybody's talking about our new skincare that's coming out, and everybody's going to see more and more. And look, this isn't about a product thing. I just can't help getting so excited that if Facebook would let me play music, it would be, I'm so excited. Oh, and it just can't hide it. I'm going to stop singing because I'm going to lose my audience. But but they won't let me do that unless I put it in my story, right? What is that, Facebook? I can put it in my story and play music by the people who can sing, but you will not let me do it on a live stream. What's wrong with you people? Straighten it out. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth, okay? That's what I'm saying. So, yes, so search Avon Beauty Influencers, and I think Candace was putting it up there. And if anybody else, look, if you're a part of Scola's group, if you're a part of Teresa's group, if you're a part of Wilbur's group, if Carla's page where she does her streams, you need to hook our tribe up. You need to let people who feel like they are losing all this stuff, that with the coaches and all that are going on to do better things in their lives and help other companies or finding their next step in life, we need to make sure, in my group, let us be clear. All or no matter what, okay. If you are a whiner, you don't want my group. If you are somebody who thinks you're entitled, you do not want my group. If you are a shit stirrer, you do not want my group. If you think that you are entitled to your opinion in somebody else's group and it's going to bring the rest of the group down or start a social media fist fight, you do not want my group. Do you want to know why? You won't be in there very long. So don't even waste your time, okay? Okay, so yes, Candace says we have to stick together. Requested to join. So Candace, hopefully, baby, you are going to be part of a journey, which is how I see you. Let me be clear about Candace, because she is our younger generation. Hi, baby.
To those who found themselves on the island last weekend,
yes.
I was unattended.
I know, Lee was unattended. I was in Orlando getting information, and my husband, he just tossed a whole bunch of people. And I said, okay, because what was I going to say? He was the admin at that point, so it's not my fault if you found yourself on the outside of Onward. It was Lee's fault. So anyways, listen. So Candace, to me, look, first of all, I want to talk to all our tribe, no matter what your age is. Let me talk to all women who are on here for one instance. It would be very easy for me to look at a Lydia Oslinski, a Natasha Leitner, a Candace, and I never pronounce her name right, so I'm not going to even do it, because when I say Candace, Candace knows I'm talking about her. She just knows she's my Candace, so I'm just going to say that. When I think about these girls, it would be really easy for me at 56 years old to say, I have nothing to share. I could not possibly be these ladies who are 100 times more beautiful than me, definitely 100 times younger than me, and they have a force behind them. It would be so easy for me to take that old way of life and think that, but I don't, because for me, I bring 56 years of life and business experience, and know, as much as I admire the looks that I would let Candace do to me, what she does to herself, it would not look as good on me as it does Candace. But I would let her, just because she's that person, and she could do that with me. I am me. I know what makes me comfortable, and I love makeup, okay? I love makeup. I have finally fallen in love with skincare. You got to quit with this thing that age matters, or you're not as beautiful as this person. See, we're not that company. And if there are people in our company, there's always some in every company. But I am that person who wants to say to you, you have something special to offer. I don't believe that anybody who is in direct sales, I do not believe, if you are not a people person, if you are not a relationship person, if you're not trying to be better in those areas, I do not believe that you belong in this industry. And yes, I am going to say that, and it is my opinion, and it's okay if it's not your opinion, but I just need you to know that there is a place, and a place for success for all of us. Ladies, I started this business at 40 years old. 40 years old. Do you know why? Because I was starting my life back over. Because I was in the middle of a mean divorce. Because I lost my home. Because I was so much in debt, they were going to come take my van. For those of you who know me, you know the story. I had I had 2 jobs already, and I needed more money. And Avon was my secret weapon that I didn't know was a secret weapon. What drew me to it? I could do it around my life. And my life was so messed up. It was so crazy. It was so all over the place. And I'm trying to raise 2 boys who are totally messed up from the divorce. I could take this and do this around my life. And that was a winner for me. And it was just about the fact that I knew I loved the product. See, you got to love something. got to love people. You got to love the products you're dealing with, all of that. But I believe that I don't care if you're 70 years old starting this, if you're 18 years old and you need money because you're in college and mom and dad say you're going to toe the line and do what you need to do. If you're going through some sort of schooling, but you have no play money, you have no wiggle room. I believe direct sales as a whole brings that to us, the world. Yeah, like there's always going to be people who talk us down. There's always going to be people who tell you it didn't work. And in most cases, it's that they didn't work. Yes, I am being snooty there, okay? I'm just that Molly's coming. Molly, get back over here. Okay. Yes, I am a believer that this can work if you do the work. That's what I believe. So what I want to talk about with you guys is that if you want to feel beautiful, if you want to be beautiful, if you want to be smart, if you want to be sexy, if you want to be loved, anything it is that you want into your life, it starts with you. You cannot expect people to fall in love with you if you do not love you. That I'm good. If you cannot expect a business to work if you don't work it. Okay? If you're looking at yourself in the mirror every day and going, Jesus, take the wheel. Why did you give this to me? Ew, gross. Then how in the world do you expect other people to love you? If you are always being in the negative, if you're always being the know-it-all, if you're always being that person who's just on the edge of sarcasm, and then they say they're kidding, if you're that person, that's all you're going to attract in your life. Because let me tell you, in 56 years, that's what I know. You become who you hang with. You become who you look to as your mentor and your leader. And everybody that looks different to everybody, right? It looks different to everybody. But if it's not going anywhere, where does the personal responsibility start with you? So what I'm going to talk about today. Okay, here we go. Here comes the subject. I think you kind of already know, but we're going to do it. I'm going to start one of my favorite subjects because most of the things I'm going to talk about, I need all of you to know, especially if the first time you've watched me, whether you've seen my YouTubes or you watch me and onward or you follow me or somebody said, have you seen this crazy lady with the wild hair who gets on there and just speaks her mind? If they've introduced you to me in that way, I don't talk about things I haven't experienced. I don't talk about things I haven't felt. I don't talk about things I haven't been through. When I say I share with you, and most of the time, if you look just a little bit deeper into what I share, instead of thinking about what's it have to do with you, know that somewhere along the line, it has to do with me. Something I've been through, something I'm currently going through, because let me tell you, life is by no means perfect. Not now. Look, I moved to North Carolina. I'm so very happy where I'm at. I'm so blessed that God showed me all the different paths I had to take and that I had to be willing to work in order to make a goal of mine and Lee's to work. And I did it amongst people slamming me, amongst people who I thought were friends and supportive tribe members coming after me. I had to focus and stay in my lane. And I knew that nobody was going to reach any goal that I wanted besides me and Lee. And there were going to be many stumbling blocks and people that are stumbling blocks along the way, right? So when I talk about things, a lot of you go, oh, well, she read what I put in that group, and now she's talking about me. You're right. I may have read it, but let me be clear. If I have not in some way experienced it or seen that myself or whatever it may be, I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it because I don't feel like I can talk about what I don't know, okay? So right now, especially with our company, Avon, which most of you know, that is my main hustle. That is where most of my bread and butter is. And it really is where my heart is, because my heart is with the tribe. The products change all the time. The corporate people change all the time. But my tribe, yeah, there are some tribe members that have left. They've come back. We have new ones come in all the time. But you all, most of us are fighting for the same thing, just a better life for us and our kids and our significant others. And but if you don't concentrate on the right things, this will never happen for you. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you. I don't want that for you. So just like with my kids, because I am Mama Molly to so many of you, and like my kids, I try to save them from doing these things. And sometimes you still have to experience it yourself. People say that all the time. Oh my God, let me go through it myself. And then when I learn like that, I will know better. Really? I remember the first time Anthony told me that, and I thought, are you serious, Anthony? I'm telling you what I went through. You lived it with me, and now you're saying you must go through the pain yourself in order to really learn from it. Okay, they don't get it, but okay. Right now he would say, don't judge me, Mom. That's what he would say, but that's okay, and so would my oldest Earl. But we're always trying to save people from that. So I'm going to give you some things right now, and again, if it hits here, or if your butt gets bigger because of it, because it's up here on your shoulders now, because you're saying Molly's picking on me. Seriously, I'm not picking on you. I'm just being real because I've been there. So one of the first things that I think hinders people in business and in life, and again, I've been here, so I'm owning a lot of stuff myself that's happened in 56 years, is the fact that we all watch people. We all have mentors. We all have people that we go to for advice. There are people that we watch because we go, oh my gosh, I identify with you. I mean, I constantly on every given day have hundreds of private messages because of something I posted on my Onward with Molly page or my personal page, or in my Onward groups will say, Molly, you have no idea how that touched me. You have no idea. If you knew what I was going through right now, I don't want you to think that you never put anything out there and you don't touch people. I just want you to know that I get it, that you helped me today. And I get those all the time. So what's really great about that is you don't realize sometimes how it's helping me. Because sometimes when I share, and sometimes I feel like it's too much or it's too deep into my life, I think sometimes I do it because I want to know that I'm not alone. And if you've ever felt alone, that's not a good feeling. That whether it's in a personal relationship or something that happens with your kids, or losing a parent or a loved one, or a pet, or business sucks and you just want it to work, or maybe you just cannot shake the bad attitude. You just want to know you're not alone in that like you couldn't possibly be the only person feeling that. And that's where I come in. I come in to make this a very, very real talk every Sunday to say, I know you've been there, and if you haven't, you're probably going to go there at one time in your life. So let me tell you, you're going to get through it no matter what. That's my motto, onward, no matter what. With my life of losing a mom when I was 16 years old, and having a life where my dad really never showed me much love at all, and how all of that messed up me and my brothers, and my dysfunctional first marriage, and kids who walked away from me for years at a time, and my dysfunctional relationship of trying to save my brother Michael before he died last year, and me and Lee, and the fact that going through the problems with his eye disease, and the fact that I'm feel sorry for myself sometimes because so much stuff is on me, and poor me. Look, I feel those things, that relationships change and we don't want them to change. Oh my gosh, that stuff happens, okay? Guys, this is life. And last I checked, nobody promised us it was going to be easy. And it is no different in business than it is in life. Okay. So we get caught up watching people, right? Like, you find this person and maybe they're moving along quicker than you, or maybe their posts always seem a little bit better than you, or their business always seems to be a little bit better or moving a little bit smoother. And immediately we want to be the person who says, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what they're doing that this is like that. I don't understand. Or you know what? I obviously am not cut out for this. I'm not cut out for this because look at her go. How is it that she can get 3 online customers and I have not gotten 1 online customer? How is it that this is happening and that's happening and I don't? Or why is it that she always seems happy in her life? Every picture that she puts up of her and her man is always happy. It's never anything bad. And maybe that's the only thing that person is comfortable sharing. I can pretty much almost guarantee that it's not because there's never bad times. Because I feel like I have a great relationship with Lee. But that man can get on my nerves like no other. And if you ask him who stresses him out the most in his life, he is going to say it's me. Okay? He's going to say. I remember saying to him one time, you probably should have a girlfriend, or you probably do have a girlfriend. Look at all the women in Avon you talk to. And he very calmly turned around to me and looked at me with this solemn face. And he said, Molly Stonebib, you are a lot. No offense, but you are a lot. I do not think that I could handle anything more. Now, there's a part of me that said, oh my God, maybe that's a compliment. And then there was a part of me that said, does he mean he would never get married again if I died because I'm like a lot, like bad a lot? So I'm telling you, there is no relationship out there that doesn't seek some sort of counseling, or they get mad or angry, or they're slamming doors. Okay. But I'm not really going to go on Instagram and put all my slamming door moments on there, because God knows, doesn't that make everybody feel warm and fuzzy? Thank you very much. Okay. But I'm here to tell you, it's not perfect. It's work. It's every day. It's every day still trying to be 1% better than I was yesterday. You need to quit focusing on what you see in everybody else's life. Right now in our company, and I'm going to call out a couple things with our company because that's what we know. I see a lot of this in my group. Oh my gosh. I'm really tired of this company. Suddenly it's not our company. This company never worrying about people. They never do anything to help people on the lower levels. Everything they give everybody is always President's Club or above, or the top leaders. And I just think to myself, these are spoiled little entitled brats. And I know I'll probably lose half the audience now, but I don't care, because I just need to tell you that. You are spoiled little entitled brats who think that you should not do the work to get the rewards of a Premier member, or a President's Club member, or a Rose Circle member, or whatever it may be. Or you think that you bronze ambassadors think that you should get everything that a platinum executive or an executive gets, or a gold leader gets, or whatever it may be. Oh my gosh, stop it, Cupcake. It is not all about you. There was none of this social media stuff, okay, when I started all those years ago. I mean, my gosh, what's it going to be, 16 years? 16 years in April I've been with Avon. And everything that we did, we had to do. I mean, we had to do it. We had to get out there, and we had to bust our humps working our business. And the reason we did bust our humps, because we wanted to make President's Club, because we wanted that 40%, okay? We wanted to make the higher commission. You think that you should just come into a company and because you say you're a representative that you should get every perk that everybody else who has put the work in, people, you think you should get that. These are earned perks. These are not, hey, I signed up for free. Where's my 40%? Stop it. If there is something you want, be 1% better today than you were yesterday. Work your business 1% more today than you did yesterday, and eventually you will get to those levels. I'm sorry, I just can't keep my mouth shut about it anymore. And if you're unhappy about it, oh well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you go into Target and you want a job at Target and you say, I don't have the experience, I haven't put the time in, I haven't proved myself, but I want to manage these people. I want to manage these people. That's what I want. And do you really think that Target's going to go, oh my God, well, you want it? Here you go. Take it. It's yours, baby. Here's an $80,000 job. Even though you don't know how to run the cash register, you don't know how to inventory clothes, you don't know how to do any of that. Come on. Stop with the entitlement. Do you realize some of the people that you are following have been working? I'd like to think that you're following me, besides the fact that I just keep it real and I speak the truth, that you know that I have been there. Maybe we're different, but when I saw President's Club and I started getting serious about my business, I remember that first year I joined in April, and I remember saying to myself, oh my gosh, I want President's Club. I want to earn that higher commission. I didn't say I deserve it, give it to me. I said, Mary Ann Penn, tell me what I need to do. Tell me how much I need to work towards selling every campaign in order to make this happen. How can I make this happen? Tell me, give me some helpful hints. What can I do? And she said, Molly, brochures, get the brochures. And Molly, you need to talk to everybody you can. And I went, what? I gotta talk to everybody? I mean, everybody, not just the people I know. And she said, if you want to make the sales, if you want to do $400 and something, every campaign, girl, you have got to be willing to put a brochure in everybody's hand and follow up. And she said, next thing, I know you can do this. You don't know you can do this, but I know you can do this. I had to tell myself so many times, Molly, you can do this. I know how scared you are. I know you don't want to go in there and talk to the people at the doctor's office. I know you don't want to offer those samples. I know you don't want to do that. I know, Molly, you are so scared of a no. I know you are. But Molly, do you need money? Are you tired of being broke? If you want to hit that 40%, then you've got to go out there and you've got to do the work. And believe me, I was stressing because I'm like, I already have a full-time job. I'm there 55 hours a week. I go out and I deliver newspapers in the middle of the night as a second job. I barely get any sleep. I'm raising two boys who are still in school. I got to find a way to get this information in people's hands. And I've got to be able to do it because I want President's Club. And I found a way. I invested in more brochures. I put all the information on there. And everybody I came in contact to, the people at the grocery store, the people at the doctor's offices, the people at my kids' schools, the mail lady when she came up, The UPS man, when he came to my door, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a wife? Oh my gosh, would you take them this? Because I think there's stuff in here they would love, which means they're going to love you because you bought it to them. There was no stone left unturned because I knew that if I wanted the perks of my company, it was up to me. Now look, my tribe in Avon has been through a lot in the last 18 months. We were recently bought by our new owners, our new daddies, as I call them. And I left Orlando, and there was a great connection there that they were telling us what things that they were bringing and the products that they were bringing, and the fact that we no longer wanted to be known as some dollar store direct sales company. And they bought it. Okay. They said, this is the stuff we want to do, and it's not going to happen overnight, but this is what we want to do. But the second part of that thing was, but this doesn't work without you. We know what we want to do, but we need to find out who the workers are. We have to find out who the workers are. You have to figure out, look at yourself in the mirror and say, are you willing to work? And you want to know why I say, are you willing to work? Because do you know, out of all the representatives, what do we have? 200,000 representatives in our company. Do you realize that only 10% are President's Club and above? Do you know what that tells me? They're not lucky. Because most, oh, they're lucky. They're lucky. They have this and they have that. They're lucky. There is no such thing as luck when you are moving up in a company. It is because you are working your hind end off and you are trying to be 1% better every single day, and you are not worrying about what Jane is doing or Natasha's doing or Lisa Wilbur's doing or Scola's doing or Teresa's doing or JP. You're not worried about everything Molly's doing. They may be giving you some helpful hints, but what you know is you have to do something, and you have to do more than you did yesterday in order to get where you want to go. Okay? You have got to find your lane, and you must stay in your lane, okay? Get your eyes off what your jealousy or your lucky feelings or whatever are with other people, and get out there and be the best you. You're so busy trying to be the people you're looking at that you forget how much God gave you to work with to make you be the best you. Because let me tell you something, what you're looking at right here was nothing but a hot mess 16 years ago. It was the worst case of hot mess that you could have ever factored in. Had no thought about what I could do, never thought about getting on here doing this, never thought I could even remotely be an inspiration or a voice of how can you, or let me share my disgustingly sad and sometimes self-brought on crappy points of my life to show you that you can be more than you are in this present moment. But that doesn't happen without you. You can go get all the therapy you want, right? But if you're just going to sit there and listen to that person, you're not going to put the work in they told you, you are going to be the same crazy that you were before you went into the office, okay? Cray-cray is going to stay cray-cray until you decide that 1% of you doesn't want to be cray-cray like you were yesterday, okay? It's how it is. Nothing works unless you do. Nothing works. So you got to get off these other people and who you want to be. Stop trying. If I tried to pattern myself to be Candace, okay, Candace, I'm sorry I'm using you so much, baby, okay, because you know I love you, but I can't, because we just get each other, even though we don't spend a lot of time together. I love her. There's something about her. I'm connected. If I tried to be Candace where I'm at right now, at 54 years old, and if I tried to pull off her makeup looks and stuff, that I go, oh my God, she's so freaking gorgeous. I can't stand it. You know, I mean, I do say that, Candace. I say, I can't stand it. She's so gorgeous. I do say that, okay, to myself. Self, you know how gorgeous Candace is? I say that. But if I said, I'm going to go and do absolutely that look that Candace did, let me tell you something. Candace's look is not my look. Molly is Molly, and Molly's got to be okay with Molly. And Molly likes putting some paint on the barn, and Molly loves contouring, and Molly loves really natural colors, and Molly loves to doll up. but I love being me. And it took so long for me to be me. You know, I mean, I got to tell you, oh God, Candace quit it. She just said you'd rock them. Candace, some of the looks you do, which make me so jelly sometimes, I feel like I could be the madam. It's some totally rockin' escort service because, girl, I would have the cat look. I would have it all going on, and I put a pair of spiked heels on with that girl, which would probably make me like 6'7", okay? And then, you know, just put it in, and let's bring the top down low like that dress I had on in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we could have like some escort thing going on or something. I just know. I know me. Now, look, she could doll me up for something, but Candace, she's got that look. She's got that attitude. And let me tell you something. My younger reps, my younger customers, I steal her pictures of her looks with our makeup, okay? And I send them to her. I put them in my shuffle cards. If you like this look, you let me know, because this girl right here told me exactly what she used to get this look, and I got this coming on. See, I use her as a member of my tribe, because when I know my customers, when I know my people that I'm catering to, I know rather what to take and what to show them, and I use it because I got my Madam Molly, that's me, girl, okay? If anything ever happens, Candace, you and me, we can do that, okay? Okay, I'm just saying we can. So, okay, it's probably like a really crazy example, but I learned to embrace all of my tribe. I embrace Miss Charlotte Pop. And Miss Charlotte Pop told me that she's going to be, did she tell me she's going to be turning 80? I don't know, but what I know is her and Mama Pat. And I want to get all like choked up here, but some of my even my senior Avon leaders and mentors are the most gorgeous women I have ever seen in my life. And I aspire to be as classy as they are. And let me say to Candace, I wish that in my younger day, I was as classy as you are and had the intestinal fortitude and the do it scared attitude that you developed. I wish I had done that at your age, and I admire it. I could say, what's that bitch doing? You know, who she thinks she is? You know, blah, blah, blah. You know where that comes from? That would come from me not identifying how much courage it takes for her to get on there and do what she does. And maybe in my 56 years, maybe that's it. But when I see somebody out there putting their all into something they're trying to share and they're trying to build a business, and above all, they're helping others, oh, look, they ain't nobody. We all have our own lane. And anybody can do this business if you're willing to work, if you're willing to build relationships, if you're willing to share knowledge and be 1% better at it than you were yesterday. But the problem is we have too many people who are stagnating in this business. We have too many people who are sitting there feeling sorry for themselves for what they don't have. And by the way, you insult every premier and every President's Club member, every Rose Circle member, anywhere you go, any leader that you think that you deserve in the name of you signing up and paying $30, $10, nothing, whatever it is, you insult our work by even remotely saying that at this point, Avon should give you something that we had to work for. So you need to grow up. You need to grow up. You need to stay in your lane. And by the way, if you want to get over here into this lane, then you got to be 1% better and work 1% more. And let me tell you this, you will get to that lane. You will get there. Guys, Dear, don't you understand? There's nothing special about me. I have no college degree. I came from a first failed marriage. I still don't have a whole lot of money. I don't wear my makeup the best. I got the craziest hair you'll ever see, and it keeps getting crazier, and I won't find a new hairdresser, so I keep snipping at my hair, and this is my natural hair color because I haven't used the chi yet. There is nothing great about this. I had to say, I want to make it better. I want to be better, and I did the work. I did the work, and everybody you see that you admire did the work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop looking for the shortcuts. Quit looking for that, okay? Please. And just be 1% better and do the work. You know, Angela says, I have 5 kids and I made honor society. Angela, I had 2, girl, and I don't know how I made President's Club my first year, okay? But congratulations to you. Hey, Jackie, I see you there. Okay, this is the other thing I want to tell you. You make a mistake. Listening to the wrong people. And that can be a whole lot of people, okay? That can be a whole lot of people, all right? All right? Listen to me now. Listen to me. You're listening. Why is it easier for you to listen to the people who tell you you will never build a business, you will never be successful, you will never find the right people for your team, you will never get more customers, you'll never hit President's Club, you will never be a good mother, you will never be a good wife, you will never be a great person at your job, you will never do. Why are you even associating with people who keep telling you what you can't do? Poof. Those people shouldn't even register in your life. If they're not trying to build you up, if they don't want to be happy for you because something's going to make you happy, or you want to try to be better at something in your life. I remember thinking when I made President's Club that first year, it was the most exciting thing in the world to me. I felt like it was the first thing I did that nobody else could grab credit for. We didn't have double dollars back then. So when I say I sold $10,000 worth of Avon, I sold $10,100 worth of Avon. And the reason that excited me, because 1, I made the money. I wasn't interested in leadership. I wasn't interested in all that then. But what I knew was the more I shared, the more customers I got. When I talked to my customers, when I paid attention, when I quit listening to everybody who was laughing at me, including family members who laughed at this little lipstick business I was doing. You know, what are you doing? All they knew was trading dollars for hours. You know, Molly, if you go work 8 hours, you should get paid for 8 hours. Well, that's true in the blue collar world where you go and you show up and you get paid. But that dictates how much I make, right? But when I started building my business, if I had a great campaign, what happened is I was being paid what I was worth, okay? I was putting more hours in, and sometimes it didn't seem like I was making enough for what I was putting on, but I was building a business. And since when is building a business, whether it's direct sales or opening up a bakery or a restaurant, since when is it ever easy? It's never easy when you venture out into the entrepreneur world, ever, no matter what it is, okay? So you need to quit thinking. And you need to get away from these people who have nothing but negative stuff to say to you. And sometimes I think for a lot of you who come into my group and everything is negative, I don't think you're a horrible person. I think, oh, wow, what world have they come from where they think everybody is attacking them, where they think everybody wants to do them in, when they think that the company is trying to gyp them and try to take things away from them. What world have they come from that makes them think this way? Wow. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit more patient than some of my friends when it comes to people in the group. Maybe that's why I like to try to make that thinking be reborn. Maybe. But I also know that I was that negative person, and wasn't just people telling me that. It's that after all these years, 40-something years that I had started believing it myself. And I believed the negative about myself. And I thought I was never going to be anything better than I was. And I was never going to do anything to make my boys proud. And that I was never going to find anybody in my life who would love me completely just what I am, for what I am, with no makeup, with no hair being done, when I'm crying, when I'm snotting, when I feel horrible, when I've gained 10 pounds, when, I am, no matter what it was, I had convinced myself that was never going to be possible because I didn't love me and I didn't respect me and I didn't think that I was worthy of more. One day I had to figure out that it was time to stop using everything bad that had ever been said to me, everything bad that had ever been done to me, everything bad that had ever happened to me. I had to quit using those things as a crutch. And I had to start using those things as a stepping stone. Yes, this happened to me, but I'm still here and I am going to walk over it. And yes, I have some scars. And yes, I had some hurt feelings. And yes, I made some bad moves, but I am going to be better for it. I'm going to take something away from this and I'm going to be better for it. You have to think, if what you're doing right now is not working, you got to start thinking differently for sure. The other thing that I'm going to say to you too, for all these people who are saying, Molly, I do this, Molly, I do that, and I don't ever get any bites on my Facebook or my social media. Newsflash for all my Avon peeps out there. When you have 1,000 friends on Facebook and 850 of them are Avon people, hey, you need friends who are not associated with Avon, okay? All right? If you have a group or a Facebook page and you invite everybody, including other Avon representatives, to be in that, can I be honest? Why are you going to get people to buy when they can buy it themselves, people? Molly, I haven't gotten any likes. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have 900 Avon friends? Some of them will go, oh, wow, isn't that cool what she's doing? Like. But an Avon rep's like is not going to help you sell. You need to be turning people onto your social media, your page, whatever, who are not doing the same business you're doing, people. That is a knock, okay? I should not have to tell you that, but I'm sitting here thinking when I can go through, I have a 5,000 person friend list, okay? And I got to tell you something. If 3,000 of them are Avon reps, and I'm fine with that on my personal page, but if 3,000 or 4,000 of them are Avon representatives, okay? I'm not expecting a lot of sales, okay? And there's nothing wrong with having Avon reps as friends on Facebook. There's nothing wrong with that. But come on, be real. I'm not making any sales. Nothing that Scott is giving me, Scott Kramer's giving me is working. Well, that's because the only people you're pitching to are Avon representatives. Oh, I'm sorry. They can get their own products. Okay? So we have to also try to be 1% smarter a day than we were yesterday. Okay, so think about that. Okay, absolutely. Likes don't mean money. That's right. You got to get the sales. Perfect. I like that. Lance, Sue Ann Taylor. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Lee's going to interject. I thought he was just watching the Super Bowl. Okay.
Do not
what?
Take the same ad and copy it and don't even.
Oh, that is bad. That is bad. Okay. I do not want you. Okay, you can get offended because I know many of you are. Go ahead. Put your butt cheeks up on your shoulder right now because I'm just going to put it out there. Okay. When Molly Stonebeard can scroll through her Facebook or her Instagram or whatever it is, and because one person has posted something in her Onward group and another group, and I see 4,500 people post the same picture, the same words, the same ad, the same everything. Everything is the same. I swear, I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. Y'all need to, you need Jesus because everybody just keeps scrolling. You just get so tired of seeing it. I just want to go unfollow. Y'all need to be using this right here. This right here. We have all those pictures and we have all these videos and everything on Avon Social that has been provided to us by Scott Kramer and his multi-brains. And everybody sees one thing that somebody takes. Lisa Wilbur will take something and she'll make something, and then she'll use her PicMonkey or whatever it is that she's using to put her thing on it. And oh my gosh, everybody don't go find another business. They take a same picture, I'm like, stop it. You want to be original. Think, guys, put your thinking cap on. And do you know what? Well, Molly, I can't do things like that. You know why you can't? Because you just said it. Because whatever you speak is the truth. That is the truth. Whatever you speak is the truth. I can't do that. You're never going to do it because you just said that to yourself. I'm not an advertising person. You don't even have to be. We have thousands, tens of thousands of things that you could take and you could use that, again, Avon has made possible for us through our multi-brains. Are you kidding me, people? Pick something else. Y'all need Jesus, okay? He gave you all a brain, and we don't all have the same brain, okay? Could you do something different? Because I'm going to unfollow about a third of you because I get so tired of that, okay? And Lee's got less patience than me, so he unfollowing a lot of people, just saying, okay? So that's what I had to say about that. Okay, the last thing is how you look at change. Oh, you knew that I was not going to get away from anything without talking about change. Okay, here's one for the book. Miss Sharon Catlin sent this to me. Do you see this? Molly Way. Now, technically, it should have apostrophe right there with an S that says Molly's Way. Okay? Okay? So, you don't get to have it your way. This is not Burger King. Okay? It doesn't get to be Molly's way. It doesn't get to be Candace's way or Autumn's way or Leslie's way or Rhonda's way or Janet's way or anybody. I'm just pulling names out of the hat, okay? Look, the problem with our company for the last 3 to 5 years, yeah, I'm going to say it, okay, because they know I just say it, is because there wasn't any change. The problem with our company and the reason it was not soaring to the sites that we all would have liked to have seen it soar to, the mountaintop of direct sales, because we have been out there the longest. Yes. And because they wouldn't change, that's what brought us to the quote unquote dollar store direct sale industry. Okay. And when you were coming in and they were giving us double dollars and triple dollars, yet your husband or your family was saying, I don't understand. You're not making any money. And you're like, yes, I did make money. I made money. I sold $10,000 worth of stuff. No, you didn't. We had double dollars and triple dollars for 5 of those campaigns. Sister, go back and look at the real number. You sold $5,600 worth of Avon in 26 campaigns. You doubled those numbers and tripled those numbers 3 and 4 times. You did not sell $10,000. You did not make the money for that. They doubled your numbers. It was a false positive, and boom, that's why your family's still saying that you didn't make money. Now y'all are crying, we didn't have any double dollars. No, you're going to have to work. You're going to actually have to get out there and sell $10,000 worth of product. You're going to have to go approach a potential customer. You're going to have to get out there and say, I'm scared, but I'm going to do it scared. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What am I going to do? We were all sitting here thinking of all the problems there were, and now we have somebody who's come in that says, we don't care if you like that there's going to be change, but there's going to be change because we didn't buy this company to fail. We bought this company to succeed, and success to them means we see success. That meant raising prices. That meant getting rid of a lot of products we didn't need to carry anymore. Whether you thought Cupcake they should have carried it or not, they saw it differently. We don't make those rules. we don't make those decisions. The problem is we were bullies as representatives for a long time, telling Avon, we're going to quit if you don't bring that product back. We going to quit if you don't do this. We going to quit. Oh, that's right. You the same person who's only been selling $4,000 claiming President's Club because it would have never happened without double dollars. Boom. Okay, I said it. You can be mad. I don't care. This is just how it is, people. There has to be change. And if you are in any company right now that there is not change, you better get out of that company, because they should always be changing with time. They should always be working on making things better for the company. Period. That's how it needs to be. You better be fearful when there is no change. You better be fearful when something is the same price as it was in 1997 and we're still selling it for the same price in 2020. What's wrong with you people? How are you making any money? Oh my gosh. Stop it. Oh my God, Skin So Soft went up, and it went. Skin So Soft should have gone up 10 times in the last 20 years, and it didn't, people. And if you don't want to see the change, let me be the first to say, you're not the person for my company. You're not the person who belongs in direct sales, because you better get comfortable with change. You don't have to like it, but you better start getting comfortable with it, because these people here who own us now, they are not playing. They are not used to failure, and I don't think they're planning on failing here, which means they have got to say, it's not that they don't care what we think. It's that so many of us are stuck with the way it's always been since the 70s that it's time, people. It's time to grow. It's time to put our name up where it goes. You know, get off this shipping thing. Lord have mercy. Some of you are running around making videos for your customers, letting them know that you're having to pay this and you're cheating yourself out of sales. Because you know the message you're giving your customers? When you go, you know, if you order $60 or more, I'm having to pay like this. But I just felt like as your representative, I need to tell you, know what they think? They think they don't help you unless they don't spend money. This brain, you need to use it, okay? My customers, I have had more people graduate from the $40 order to the $60 order, and I'm happy because I am making more money, and I will take the responsibility that part of that shipping is on me, and Avon can take the other part, and they can pay it, and I'm happy with that because my growing online orders means my business is growing, and I am freaking thrilled with it. And if you're not, you're not. I'm not going to sit here and try to change your mind, but the way your business plan of telling people, your customers, you think they care whether it affects you? Some of them they will, but you're hurting yourself. You need to be praising the fact that we have these new products. Oh my God, the Sika. I've just a few, the cushion. There's just so many products that are coming out. You know, the CBD products. Get over yourself. You old people who have not done your research, you people, okay? I wasn't even planning on getting on this, but you people, y'all need to stop it. You need to go do your research before you got your judgmental attitude. And don't be coming in my group sharing your judgmental attitude. Let me tell you something. We got some great products going on. You know, no offense. Some of you need to chill out. You could use a little weed. No, I did not say that. Okay, I did not say that. I said it, but I didn't say it. Okay, so you can't have it your way. Put your name right there. You cannot have it your way. Now here in my house, I think I can have it my way until I go too far, and then Lee goes, baby, you're not the only one living here. Just saying, okay? Be 1% better with change. I'm not telling you have to accept everything today, people, okay? But what I'm telling you is, try to be 1% better every day, accepting the change, and figure out how the change can help you in your business. You know, it really can. The problem is you're so set on the fact that you don't want the changes. what happens? You are too busy talking about the changes instead of trying to figure out how you can make the change work for you. There are a lot of reps out there who are doing it. If you don't like the fact that President's Club and above, or that new customers are being geared over to their website, then you know what? Figure it out. Figure out how to become President's Club so it can happen to you. If you're pissed off because you're not getting as many as this person because of geography, then figure out how you can get out there and get more customers on your own. Because may I remind you, 16 years ago, the only way I was getting customers was getting out there and handing a brochure to everybody and following up and asking people to share brochures for me and dropping them off at every place that I went to. And I went out there with an attitude that said, I am going to do this and there will be no stone left unturned. There will be none. And I'm still to this day, hi Sarah, I am still to this day doing the same thing. I am working business I don't just work social media. I love social media. Y'all know that. You can't get rid of me, right? I know you're trying to shut me off and you can't, right? Because you're not using that big radio. Just kidding. Not really, but yeah. Okay. Sorry, not sorry. But the point is I use social media. I do. I love it. I use my texting. I use my Shuffle app. I use everything. Now Avon's letting us advertise our recruiting efforts through Google and everybody else. Yeah, I'm not something I was doing, but let me be really honest. I'm looking into it now, and I'm becoming a part of it. But I still get brochures out. I still buy more brochures than I need. I still use campaign mailer to give it to all my customers. I use every method that I can use in order to build my business because I am not happy with where it's at, and I want it to be better. I want more customers. I want more people to join my team. And now I feel like we got some things coming like Pathway to Premier. I feel like we got some things that people can do and they can earn some of that money. Will they earn it all? I don't know. I always believe there's somebody who can, but some is better than none. People have cruises, and if you love to cruise, there's a cruise out there that's based totally on sales. Instead of going, oh my God, look at what my number is. This will never happen. I was trying to win Jamaica, so I bought $10,000 worth of products, and I don't know what I'm going to do with to go to Jamaica. I could have bought a Jamaica trip with it, but now my numbers are twice as big. Avon didn't do that. You did that, Cupcake. You did that. So if your number is bigger, you need to have a plan. You need to work out how to get more customers. How about trying to sell some of that stock that you got in order to go to Jamaica or something? I don't know what you did. I'm not judging you, but I have to figure, what are you doing? Either you want to go on the cruise or you don't want to go on the cruise. If you do, you better find a plan, because sitting here complaining about the fact that you don't like the number is not going to make your number change. You may not like the fact that your kid got a D in something, that he's failing school. But if you're just going to sit there and complain about that the kid is failing, can I be honest? He's never going to get smarter. He's never going to get the education he needs because you're too busy feeling sorry for yourself that you got a kid who gets D's. Are you kidding? What are you teaching them? Again, life and business, it's all the same. And, for anybody going for a cruise, look, this is what happens a lot of times. You're trying to go for a trip, you're trying to go for a cruise, and something happens, and maybe you don't make that cruise. Maybe something happens and you don't. There are many things in 16 years that I have gone after, many cruises, and I did not make them. Okay, I did not make it. I didn't get to go to Mexico. I earned it. I earned Jamaica. I'm hoping to go, but I don't know if I'll be able to go. There are all these things but there are many things that my friends were going on, and I'm like, oh, it didn't happen for me this year, right? But this is what I know. Whenever you're going after a goal, whether it's a sales level or a leader level or an incentive, whatever it may be, even if you don't hit the main goal, your business should be better for all the efforts during that whole length of time, whether it's 17 campaigns, whatever it is. Your business should be in better shape because of your efforts to go after an incentive. And by the way, that's what incentives are for, to show you what you can do. Incentives are about the fact that maybe you only had 15 customers before you started going after the incentive. But in those 17 campaigns, maybe you have 45 customers now. So an incentive always should leave your business in a better place. If it were a leadership incentive and you only had 5 people on your team, well, at the end of that incentive, maybe you have 30 people on your team, or maybe you had 35, but some people dropped away, and maybe you have 25. An incentive will always, always, always should leave your business in a better place going forward. So, you know what? Be sad for a moment if you don't earn an incentive. Be sad for a moment if it's not the trip that you wanted to celebrate, that anniversary or birthday. But know that because you worked hard towards it, and not everybody earns everything they want, your business will be in a better place because of it. And if it's not, I don't know what you were doing, and you still need Jesus. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. So again, things that hinder you. Get your eyes off people. Stay in your own lane. Quit trying to be somebody else. I cannot be Candace. She cannot be me. But we can admire what we both do and what our strong points are, and we can take what we learn from each other, and we can share with others who are like-aged or like-minded, or it's just the whole thing. That's what we do as a tribe. We share what we do, and we become better people because of it. When you know other people have struggles, you learn from their struggles. You go, oh, wow, that happened to me too. Wow, I don't feel alone. She got through it. Now I need to find my lane, and I need to work through it. So stay in your lane. Stop listening to the negative people. If you are in a group where all you're hearing is Avon bashing, and you're still in that group, it's not the people in that group that you should be mad at. It's you, because you stay in that group. Now, I have 17,000 people in my group, or close to it, I think. Well, I used to have like over 18, but I got rid of 1,100 a few weeks ago. I had a house cleaning party and all. I got rid of a lot of people I did. It was just a thing. I do that like twice a year. So anyways, but look, it's hard to keep all the negative out there, but when it's brought to mind and Lee's attention, we delete the comments. I cannot change your negativity, but I can keep it to a minimum in my group Onward. And that's what I try to do. Okay. And I think that's what everybody tries to do. But there are some groups, look, I know. I watch those corporate groups. And they were run by corporate employees, and they couldn't be like me coming in there going, look here, let me tell you something. This ain't going to happen. Because, see, they were employed by Avon, and they had fine lines they had to walk, okay? But those groups are going away. They're not going to be there anymore. So if you're in a group where you're listening to this negativity and you're staying in there and you're subjecting yourself to it, dude, that's your fault. Do not blame the negative people in that group. You need to say, I'm removing, there's got to be a better group out there for me, because I cannot continue to try to be my best listening to everybody who all they're worried about is the worst in everything. Pray for them. Feel a little sorry for them, because again, people aren't born negative. Something in their life has made them this negative, and the latest thing they want to blame it on is the company that they're a part of. And by the way, Avon does not hold the badge on that. That is every freaking company that is out there. I don't care if it's direct sales company. I don't care if it's Target. You are going to find these negative Nellies everywhere in your life, in your family, everywhere. Everybody who knows everything more than you. Okay. The point is, find your lane, find your people, find your tribe, change, embrace change. That's the last thing we talked about it. Embrace your change. Okay. And know that there's nothing they're doing that's trying to hurt us. Quit worrying about what you don't like about the change and start trying to figure out how you can make this change work for your business. That is the only way you're going to grab success. That is the only way that you're going to be happy in life and business, is if you change how you deal with these things, what you think about yourself. And the story is, my message is the same. It starts and ends with you. Where will you allow yourself to be? What will you allow people to do to you? How will you allow them to talk to you? How will you allow somebody to talk about your business? What will you do with the change? Okay? You got to think differently, because again, you're stagnating in that old thinking, and you got to do something different. Okay? So for any of you who are on here, if you're watching this in one of the groups I shared it in, you're not going to be able to share it from the group. But if you go to my Onward with Molly inspiration page, which is where this is being live streamed at, you should be able to share this live in your groups or anywhere you want to. And if you don't, you can delete it from your page and go, I don't know who that crazy woman is, but I won't listen to her anymore because she's just too honest for me. And did you hear her say we need to smoke weed? Kidding, people, kidding. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, just saying. We're not going to get into that, but it's all good. So, love you guys. Go finish watching the Super Bowl. Lee's taping the commercials for me so he can show me all the ones he thinks is wonderful. I love you guys. It is so great to be back with you. I will be back next Sunday night, 5:30. Be there. Be square. Love you. Mwah. Have a great week. Bye-bye.